Viewers, it's Wicked Witch 11 for The Witch's Voice. This week we're talking about Hollywood witchcraft, our favorite movies and TV shows, and which ones do we think are more realistic. I'm gonna start with the movies, and my favorite movie of all time is The Mist of Avalon. And my next one will be The Craft. Everybody loves The Craft. Then would have to be Teen Witch. It's an older movie, but it's an absolutely amazing movie. The Witches of Eastwick and Hocus Pocus. I know it's a Disney movie, but it's an awesome movie to watch, especially around the Halloween time. So, The Mist of Avalon, it's a very realistic movie in the sense that it's not all about magic. It does incorporate magic into it, but it's mostly about the story behind the priestesses of the goddess during King Arthur's time. And I think it's an absolutely amazing movie, and I love, love, love that movie. The Craft is realistic to a sense. I mean, it does relate a lot in special effects, but it does have a lesson to learn when you watch the movie, which basically is not to mess with things that you do not understand and not to get into the craft thinking that you are going to gain so much power that you're going to be able to rule over other individuals, which basically is a very important lesson to learn, I think, for everybody that wants to come into the craft, and as a practitioner and as a newbie, to learn that the craft is not going to give you power so you can abuse it. So, and the craft doesn't give you power. You already have your power inside of you. It's just harnessing that power to create change. So, the craft does teach you that. So, I think in that sense it's very realistic. Teen Witch is actually, it's a very cute movie. It's basically a story about this teenage girl who turns 16 and receives her powers, and then she realizes what she can do, and she casts a spell to make this boy fall in love with her. But then she realizes the repercussions of casting this type of magic, which actually has also a lesson to learn. And I love movies that actually teach you something and not just want to, join in with all the hype and the special effects and everything. The Witches of Eastwick, it's a very, very old movie, but it actually has Cher on it, and I love Cher. And it's an absolutely amazing movie. I love to watch it. It's not very realistic. I mean, it doesn't really have a lot of realistic sense to it, but it's an amazing movie to watch, and I enjoy it a lot. And what was the other one I mentioned? Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus is just a fun movie to watch. It's a family movie. It's a Disney movie, and I love it. I love it. It's just very cute and very cliche. The witches fly around on broomsticks, and it's just fun to watch for the family to watch, especially on Halloween. Now, when it comes to TV shows, everybody knows that I'm a fanatic for Charmed. I love Charmed. I also loved The Secret Circle. It only lasted for a season, but it's a very good show. It was a very good show. And I loved Eastwick, which was actually a TV show based on the movie The Witches of Eastwick. And I thought that was an amazing show, and I was very bummed when it got canceled. But out of the three, Charmed was very realistic during the first season, and then it went off to a more fantasy world, which is awesome, which is great, but it lost sight of reality when it comes to real witchcraft. There were still some aspects of real witchcraft in the show during the next 7 seasons. However, with the orbing and the magic and the demons, it grew into a more fantasy world, which is great, but it lost sight of reality. I still love it though, but I gotta keep it real. The Secret Circle was realistic in some of the episodes, and most of it was special effects because, you know, you have to feed a certain type of audience. And if it's just going to be people mumbling around or chanting all the time, it's not going to cause it's not gonna create enough oomph for the viewers, so they have to add the special effects. I understand that. Eastwick though, Eastwick had a different feel to it. It had a lot of reality into the episodes, and it incorporated witchcraft in a realistic sense in some of the episodes. In other episodes, there were more special effects, but it did have sort of reality into it, which I loved. But yeah, those are the TV shows and the movies that I actually enjoyed watching, and which ones do I think are more realistic when it comes to real witchcraft. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed and have seen some of these movies and these TV shows, and let me know what you think about them. Do you think they're more realistic towards real witchcraft, or do they run more into the fantasy world? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Till next Saturday, blessings.